Thinking back to the times you've had at various companies and various positions, again, you don't have to mention any names here. You may want to with this first question. Who's the best boss you've ever had, and why were they the best boss?
I have two best bosses, and one of them is Tom Wood, and Tom Wood is our CEO, and he has helped me to understand properly what life is like, and how exciting and vibrant life can be in a startup business that is successful and has a good product to take to marketplace. He's incredibly innovative, and he's helped me to understand new ways in which I can personally develop. The reward side of working with Tom is immense. The other gentleman is a chap called Nick Del Rio, who works, I think he's still working for Auto Vista Group. So when I was working with glasses in the UK, Nick was my regional MD, and Nick helped me to understand the importance of personal development and the gratification that you get through helping yourself, but also understanding yourself, but also helping to develop people at the same time. But two very, very different business models. But if you're talking about two bosses, they're the guys.
I won't make you try and pick between the two.
I couldn't.
I won't let you do that. It sounds like you can't. Well, that's the point, I suppose, really. And the next question is along those lines, which is what characteristics define a really good boss? Because these two guys are obviously quite different in terms of what they do and the businesses they work for, but they must have similarities. What are the things that define a great boss from your perspective?
Honesty. That is the most important thing. And tenacity. You're right, those two gentlemen are very different in certain parts of their character. But the honesty piece is first and foremost for me. And the tenacity and drive that comes with Tom, and that I've experienced myself when I was running my own business, is absolutely critical. So those are the key things for me.
Fantastic. Okay, I'm going to have to ask this one now as well, which is who's your worst boss? And you definitely don't have to mention names at this
I'm
stage.
definitely not mentioning any names.
They know who they are.
Well, no, they probably won't do. But no, this person demonstrated to me the value of honesty because he wasn't. And he also helped me to understand that, if something goes wrong, you haven't done something quite right, or you could do it better, actually, in my nature, I would always say, hey, this didn't go with the way I wanted, or I did something wrong. What can I do to make that work properly the next time round? This particular person demonstrated that they were never prepared to admit what might have gone wrong, might have had anything to do with them. And I think that whole management period was difficult because it demonstrated to me that you need to be transparent in what you're doing, and you need to support those people that work for you when times are good and when times are bad.
Yeah, this might resonate with people listening, actually. If someone's out there experiencing that with their own boss, or maybe it's a boss themselves and they have a feeling they're perhaps they're not doing things quite right, what would your advice be to those two people? If we start with the employee who perhaps isn't keen on their boss.
Yeah, if it's the employee, you have two choices. Number one, you should find somewhere else to work. If you really don't like the environment you're working in, life is too short. Yeah, go and work somewhere else where you will be supported, where you can succeed, where you can share and celebrate success. If you're that guy that thinks that you might be not as supportive, as straightforward as you probably should be, take some time away from your business. Half a day, sit down and work through why you might have those feelings, what impact your actions may have on people that work with you, work for you, and see if you can't find a way forward that makes both you and them comfortable.
Sage advice. It's difficult for either person, really, isn't it?
It's very difficult,
Not an easy thing at all.
People don't always get on within a working relationship, and they don't always need to. But what you do need is clarity, transparency, and honesty that will allow each individual to succeed and also make sure that business succeeds as well.